Hey guys, Terry here from the Archer Street Series. I'm here just doing a little bit of a vox pop so we can let everyone know how tonight's meeting, round 5, is going to go. Round 5, 2023. Now we have in our old school radical, these are the guys who are in cars that are 25 years or older. We have in our top five, you've got to remember this, it is a top 8 to make at the end of the year, so they'll be taking 4 from each of these categories. They will be going into the top 8 shootout. So you only get the 4 that'll make it. So at the moment, we have an actual track champion, Tim Morton, in first, Ray Ross in second. Good to see Ray Ross up there in the points again. We've got Bruce Barrett, we've got Jason Stoodley, Jason Carpenter to round out the 5. So those guys are doing really well in the points when you tally the points up. They will need to be in the top 4 to make the 8. In old school Retro Street, which is the slower cars in that in the 25-year-old, that will be, we've got Wade Moran, Tim Barron, Craig Vogler, Peter Hines, Scott Rhodes, and rounding out the 6 is Richard Field. And all the points are pretty tight in that, so not as many in that category. So they've got a little bit of an advantage because they need to win, but to make the top 4 it's a little bit easier. Well, I say that because I'm not racing it, but anyway. So we got street bike. Big field of street bikes. The bikes have been really good this year. A lot of newbies, a lot of guys really trying hard, a lot of guys re-entering the field as well. So at the moment we've got in first place we've got Josh Wilson, we've got Dennis Ryan, ex-track champion, Tammy Goldthorpe in third, ex-track champion, Malcolm Brooksy's there coming in fourth, he's having a stab again this year, Carl Pacey, and to round out the top 6 we've got Brett Hobson, with Dale Bobberman just sneaking in there at the track after that, and he is our current track champion. So the bikes, it's going to be tough. Anybody's game. It really is going to be tough. Now in the ladies, of course, because the ladies and the bikes will be up first tonight, we have in first place at the moment, currently in round 5, is Jodie Wentworth. Jodie has won this competition from the top 8. Oh, I can't even tell you how many times. It's been multitudes of times. She's done very successfully, and to see her up there is really good. Sam Briggs is in second place. She's won it twice. She's been our track champion twice. Then we've got Jess Mann, we've got Emily Barron, we've got Kristen Goldie and Brianna Barker to round out like the 6. But it's anybody's game as well. There's a lot of the points when you check it out. It is really tough, and it could be anyone's game. So that is how we are going to hit it tonight. We've got in our Hyper, which is the newer cars, in first place, we've got Steve Fons Brown and Liam Thomas, Craig Nunn, Matty Coates, and Ben Smith to round out the 5. And then we have, of course, in Fresh Street, we have Richard Johnson, ex-track champion. Good, well done, Rich. And we've got Jim Watson, David Jones, Matthew Barron, Dave Swan, and then Cameron Goldie rounding out at 6. So we've got some races in our categories that have been racing for quite a few years, but we've got some newbies who are really fresh, and they're up there in the points. So if you can make the top 8, now you've got to remember this, round 5 is now, round 6 is in 3 weeks' time. Then we don't run round 7 until November because the track's getting work. So you need to be good tonight, you need to be exceptionally good in 3 weeks' time, then you're going to have a break. And you're going to have a lot of time to think about, what am I going to do? So guys, enjoy it tonight. It's been great. Good luck to all the races tonight. Enjoy. Cheers.
She gets to do her burnout again in the mighty Dragon Wagon. 12.42 for Goldie, 16.95 for Horn. Sharon to head off, Preston to chase. So pivotal in the points for Sharon. She'll want to get the win. Kristen will say, no, you don't. I want to solidify my place at 5th. I want to make it 4th by the end of the night or better. So here we go. Sharon to head off first. She'll cut a good light too, I reckon. 172 light for Horn. 136 Big V8 winding up. Here it comes. And she will get it. Sharon's gone too quick with a 1690 on a 1695. Goldie will get the win. So Jodie with a 13.03 in the Hay Charger, up against Deb Mackay in the Commodore with a 12.45. So Deb to chase by about half a second. sitting in around 13th. Jody on the top. The Devil wants some points. Can she make it happen? Jody can have 2, 3, 2, 1. Got the better of the tree. Looks like she's nudged out in front of Jody there. Will she have enough or is she going too quick? She is too quick. Couple of track champions in the party. 12.87 for Bauer. 15.72 for Sam. So Christie to chase down Sam in the Ford, to chase down the Commodore. Oh, red light from Sam. I tell you what, that is a rarity. That Christie not mine. Well, you know what? I will take that. Thank you very much. So Bauer. So Rhonda Larfield up against Jessie Linder. Jessie, first timer. Reckon she's not going to come back, but I'm hoping she might enjoy it enough that she does. Dials in at a 16.55. We'll head off. Rhonda will come chasing after her with a 12.27 dial in the V8 in the Louvre at Kingswood. So 154 for Jess, that's a good light. A 214, Rhonda's in a little bit of a sleep. Jessie's given herself the best chance to try and beat this seasoned racer in Rhonda. But not tonight. 12.39 under 12.7, 12.27 for Rhonda is good for the win. A 16.74 and a 16.55. So Wendy Anderson, Sarah Burke, oh, both 240 and a 294 on the light on the tree, almost a heads-up race. So Sarah getting just the smidgen of the better light, but look at this, side by side, the wagon, the ute, who's going to get it? Oh, a little bit of brake from Sarah. She needed to brake a little bit harder because she's gone under her dial-in. So here we go, Stacey Golding, Kira McDonald. So Kira, one of our new racers, learning the trade. 15.25 dial in to a 13.85 of Goldie. So Stacey to chase. Kira to head off. Kira with a 169 light. 232 light for Stacey. Kira's got the best of the tree. She just needs to hold her ground and not go under her dial in. Stacey is a good racer. Or Stacey might be going too fast, to be honest. No, not this time. Stacey's got the win. A 14.32 and a 13.85. Suzanne Fletcher. Emily Barron. 15.58. 11.09 for Suzanne. Emily. She's going to head off in the Commodore. The Tirana will chase. Emily gets out with a 2.73. Oh, and the light has not come down. What is going on there? Oh no. Well, I can tell you now, like Emily Barron has got on the specs. I think she was waiting for the mighty Tirana to come flying through, and so Emily's. I think Emily would like to hold on to that she's actually won. So Caitlin Moran and Jess Mann. So Jess in the Commodore wagon with a 16.68. Caitlin in the sedan with a 16.14 dial-in. So not much of a stretch there in the dial-ins. Keep an eye on it. Oh, 0.14 for Jess, that's a good fight. A 0.44 for Caitlin's good as well. I'll tell you what, they both would have done well against quite a few of the races previous who weren't as sharp as that. So this will be tough. Someone's going home. And Jess Mann will get the win because, get this, a 16.68 on a 16.68 with a 0.
Where are you going, Terry? He's already said that.
Hey guys, Terry here from the Archer Street Series. I'm here at round 5 And I'm here with my co-commentator Tiana Littlewood. How are you, T?
I'm good, thank you.
Yeah, we're here for a special announcement tonight. On the very rare occasion, sometimes commentators walk out of the commentary box and get behind a wheel, and that is you tonight.
Yeah.
So what are you thinking?
I am excited. It's a bit of a fun little birthday treat for myself, so I was like, yeah, let's have some fun.
So you're co-driving with your brother
Yeah.
Tyson's car,
Yeah.
and you're getting used to the shift. So what I'm thinking is, ladies and gentlemen, that Tiana is going to be probably back in the commentary box fairly quickly, or I'm going to be giving her a trophy at the end of the night. I don't know. Which one do you reckon?
So I'll be back in the box pretty quick.
I hope
On the first run I did, yeah.
I'd like to be giving you a trophy.
Oh, yeah, it'd be
you've
fun.
got like
It's a trophy that Dad doesn't have, so...
junior drag racing skills. There's no excuse really. I suppose there's no gears in a junior dragster, is there? But yeah. But hey, listen, how long? We were talking about it before, and look, we're having a bit of a laugh. But in all honesty, how long have you been now commentating with me on the Street Series? Got any idea?
It's been about 5 years.
I would question that. You reckon I reckon it might be longer. Because if I've been commentating 11 years,
I started when I was 15. I'm 20
started when
now,
you're 15
so
and you're 20,
that's
so
5
5 years. But it might theoretically roll over. It might be nearly 6. So what do you like about the commentary?
It's a bit of fun, a bit of banter. Obviously, knowing you guys for many years, can have a bit of fun joking around.
Yeah. Now you've had the opportunity, obviously, as well. You've called a couple of the QDRCs, of course. You called QDRC. But you also had an opportunity to call the big meeting. So, what are your thoughts on when we get to call? Was it Top Fuel?
No, I didn't call Top Fuel. I called most of the sportsmen brackets.
But it was on the big Top Fuel meeting.
Yeah, it was. I did the New Year's run a couple of years ago.
What did you think?
It's definitely different. It's a lot more fast paced. Obviously, I still do my bracket luncheon at the bigger meets, which is a bit more my pace.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was good fun.
Bit of fun though. But you enjoy your commentary?
Yeah.
I mean, you're good at it. You've grown really well into the role.
Yeah.
And as you and I know, we get to have to commentate with a lot of different people.
Yeah.
And we have to learn a lot of different people's ways they commentate. And you've done very well, and I'm really proud of you. So let's hope that I do get to give Tiana a trophy at the end of the night.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Cheers, guys. Thank you.
Here we go, Brianna Barker, the mighty little Styromax Stinger. She's up against Tiana Littlewood, co-commentator. Will I be seeing Tiana back up here after this? Oh, 070 light, that's a good light from T with a 2048. Brianna's got a $12.99 dial-in. She's got about an hour before she has to head off. Here comes the Stinger, wind those two turbos up, Bree. You got to catch that little Barina. Oh, she's on the brake. Tiana say, well, not that Brianna's going to go too quick then, but not a chance. A 13.47 on a 12.99. Tiana a mile off her dial-in with a 22.29 on a 20.48. And Brianna Barker is in the house. Johnson and Rory Jones, 22.14 for the mighty Forby. 15.92 for Amy. Amy to chase. About 6 seconds, 6 on second run. 154 for Rory. That's a good line. 196 for Amy. Oh, Amy's going to have to work hard. Let's have a little look. Rory's out in front. Will Jones get it? No. Amy Johnson's come on strong in the deep end and done well. 15.97 on a 15.92 is good. And here we go, folks. This is the final. Kristen Goldie, Amy Johnson, Amy in the Commodore, in the sedan, 1580, to be chased down by the mighty Dragon Wagon with a 1235. Oh, Amy, 345. Unless Kristen goes under her dial, and she should be safe. She is safe as houses, so 12.42 on a 12.35 is good for the win. This is Brent Hobson, Kevin Williamson, 11.15 for Kevy, and a 14.20 for Brett in the Rocket Lane. So Brett to head off, and then Kev to chase him down. Oh, it all looks a bit tense out there. Oh, 0.79 for Brett. 0.55 for Kev. That's a better bike. Wants the quicker bike. Is it going to be enough? No time to make an error. Side by side as they go. Oh, he's got on the brakes. Brett Hobson should have stayed with it. He should not have got on the brakes. That's a lesson there, folks. You think the quicker bike, quicker car, doesn't matter. Don't get off it. Josh Wilson, Brad Johnston. That's a great bike. Wilson has just done a 003 light. It's going to be hard to beat unless he goes under. Not a chance. A 13.22 on a 12.95 is good for the win for John. So Tammy Goldthorpe with a 10.94. Chris George with a 10.38. I didn't think it was a 10.38 before, but I must have missed that on the Yamaha. Anyway, let's have a look. Side by side, look at that, folks. Chris out in front. I wonder if Chris is going too fast. No, he's spot on. Tammy was the one on. And a solo. That'll be for Luke Thompson. He's doing well on the points, I think. He's doing well. So Luke with a 960. So the last remaining super quick bike in the field. So 960. Our cut-off is 950. So this bike, he did back it off. Up to 150 mile an hour, I reckon. Yeah, 959 at 148 mile an hour on that bike. So Luke Thompson, Josh Wilson. So Tomo to do the chasing at 12.95. This is your final. It will be Wilson or Thompson. 960 the chase, 12.95, heads off first. Josh has got some work. Oh, 192 Thompson. Thompson at 0. Josh will see this green blur come up beside him. And right on past. A 970 on a 960. So Luke Thompson will take the win over Josh Wilson. Up against Ben Smith. Smith with a 12.49 in the white ute. And 11.40 for Craig Nunn in the Rocket Lane. Away we go at 130 white for Ben Smith. 272 for Craig Nunn. Ben's car is gone off the oil. And Craig is pedal down. Car sounds strong. Is it too quick? Nope. Nice work. 11.67 on 11.40. Warren at 12.00. Dean with 11.95. So this is just about a heads-up race. Because that's super tidy on the dial-ins. So we are in Hyper Street in New School. That's going to be tough at the end. He's on the brakes, is Dean. And he's got him though, 11.96 on 11. So here comes Steve Fons Brown up against Dale Samuelson. Coates, Couplet. Oh, this will be a bit brutal. So the Dragon Wagon with a 12.40 dial in to the Ute, Coupe in the Ute with an 11.43. Both of these races, another two that race in Real Street T at the bigger meetings. Cars just come car moved around a little bit there too. At about the 60. And he's ran a 12. So this is our final. This is our final in Hyper Street. Dean Merchant, Dale Samuelson. 11.95 for Dean Merchant. 12.68 for Samuelson. What do you think, T? Gonna be tough?
Oh, yeah.
Always tough. And I'm out of here, Buster. We get the win with a 12.74 and a 12.68.
Okay, so from what I can see here, it's Ross Lindsay over here on the speed flow lane, done at a 15.15, and our rocket lane over here. Roads over in the rocket lane done at a 14.30. Scott coming up quickly, and Scott will get the win with a 15.08.
Street meet before or any sort of racing. 16.21 for Barron, a 16.75 for Moran. I hope the boys are listening in because a bit of shade will be thrown out there. We've got the battle of the Commodore sedan and the way. Oh, Wade Moran crumbled under the pressure of having to race Jim Barron. He's absolutely just the 018 red for Wade Moran. Jim Barron has just sailed off into the sunset. He's probably actually making hand gestures as he's driving past Wade Moran as we 54 dial in. And a 16.50 for Pete. So Craig to head off, Pete to chase. Oh, 007 for Craig Vogler. And Peter Hines says, I don't know what he cut, but it looked good, and I'm out of here. I'm out of here. So Craig Vogler will get the win. 15.99 comes a 3.31. Richard, come on, you can do that, mate. You know you can. With the win, courtesy of the line.
Yeah, finish off there 16.10 on a 15.
Series when he had the Monaro. Tim Barron with a 16.06. So there's nothing again in this as well, T. Not much in the dial-ins to really speak about. So Barron to head off first, Richard to chase. Gets out with a 0.52. Richard's had a bit of a sleep on the tree with a 3.75, and Tim will know it. He's out in front. He'll be thinking, well, did Richard cut a bad light? I reckon he might have. Will he be on the brake? Oh, he tapped the brakes. And he did get the win, a 16.19 and a 16.06.
Awesome, so we're in Fresh Street, Jake Roberts over here. Well, we've got Jake Roberts with a Queen 054 red, giving our Rocket Lane the win, who actually broke her.
Here it is, Cameron Goldie, 14.60 up against the mighty Tyson Littlewood with a 17.50 dial in. Tyson to head off. Cameron to chase. Cuts a nice 122 light, does Tyson. 055 for Goldie though. Here comes Cam. He's after that little Marina. The Commodore's coming, mate. One Holden versus the other. The V8 versus the little 4-cylinder. Who's going to get it? Oh, Tyson's gone under his dial in. Unbelievably, the Marina is too far. In the mighty Subaru wagon. He will do the chasing. Scott gets out with a 120 and 245 for Cam. He's going to try and catch that blue ute. Can he do it? Oh, Scott's on the brakes. And Scott will get the win, a 15.78 on a 15.77. This will be Jim Watson up against Craig Collis. Craig with a 13.40 dial in will chase Jim with a 16.28. Jim cuts a 0.59. That's a good light. 0.63 light for Craig. Almost as good. But this will be, these guys will need to be spot on their dialings to get a win here. Because they both cut around the same light. Well, Craig's on the brakes, but it doesn't matter, mate. A 16.32 and a 16.28. Jim Watson up against Dave Jones. So Dave, I love the little beast, the little green and black machine. Look at it, it looks like all the goods, isn't it? 17.90 for Dave, 15.70 for Renee. So Renee, driving a car that has won the track championship twice. I'm not putting any pressure on Renee there, but yeah, there's no excuse. The car knows what to do. Will young Miss Yulton know what to do? Not with a light like that, she won't. But Dave cuts a 204, Renee a 436. So Renee, come on, what are you going to do? How are you going to catch Dave? Dave's on the money. Dave's going to cut a good time here, and he will. An 18.41 on a 17.46 in the mighty XR6. 15.15 for Alyssa McDonald. That's a quick car for 15.15. Zach's is quick, we know that. Cut at 0.52 like Alyssa. And Zach at 175, but both of these races, Alyssa fairly new to it, but Zach, he's on the brake. Yep, safe as houses. 14.01 on a 13.46. It's for Zach Anderson. Okay, next pairing, that'll be Matthew Barrett up against competitor 680, who we don't know who it is, but a 15.66 for Matthew, and a 14.72 for the Speedboat lane. Matthew, how good are those lights? 009 for the Speedboat lane, and a 0.33 for the Rocket lane. Now we're cooking. Who's going to take the win though? Will it be Matthew? Matthew's on the brakes, but it's not enough.
Okay, we have Dave Goldie in the Duplo lane done a 13.76. Shane Morrow in the Rocket lane done at a 13.75.
Morrow out in front. Might be a little bit too quick maybe. No. Spot on, a 13.82 and a 13.75 for Morrow. We'll get the win over Dave. 18.85 darling in the ute. Not too sure who that is either.
What's my out with an open and 0.25.
Both good lights, but this is tough, T. Oh, so Richard on the brakes gets the win. Here we go. Zach Anderson, Dave Swan. Swan with a 14.58. Dave has cut a 000 tonight. Zach Anderson, he is in the final. 13.34. He's going to chase him down. Oh, 0.69 for Swan. Let's forget about that. Zach Anderson's at 0.34. Here comes Ando. Is he going to make it a win in this new car? Is he going to make it a win? He most certainly will. Both of them have gone under their dial-in, but Zach Anderson, he's like the Goldie, he's just here for a skid. The 10.90 for Jason Carpenter. And he's up against the competitor in the speed flow lane with a 13.05. So Jason to do the chasing. Red lights, Jason. See how close it goes to that 10.90. 11.18, a little bit off it, but that's okay. But he will be back for round 2. The Barra-powered Cortina.
Yeah, we're in Radical now.
Radical. And he's up against competitor 640 in that Mighty Kingswood there with a 10.87, so it's quick. For an old school car, so look at that, it'll be a good chase. Jason will cut a light, give old mate the Kingswood something to think about. Not enough. Jason 11.81 on the livery's character. Travis Greaves. So Greaves in the forward. So 12.54 for Bruce. So he will lead first. Travis to chase with 11.72. Bruce. In the Chrysler 1164. Side by side as they go through the stripe. 12.14 and 11.80 for the speed flow lane is good enough. And all the way we're still in Radical Street. There's that'll be Lee Carpenter and Ray Ross. Lee in the ultimate open top driving with a 12.25 to Ray Ross with the 13 dial in for the Hay Charger. Ray sitting in I think second position in the points. He'll want to get this win, but he's got a hard customer in Lee because Lee was wearing his jacket tonight. He's got a denim jacket from the 70s with some really cool patches on it. Under his dial in. He's on the brakes. 13.32 on a 13.13. Ray Ross is safe for the win. Car's still probably warm from Rhonda driving it. So Gordon with a 12.27 to Matthews 11.85. Not much in the difference in the dial in, to be honest. Wasn't much of a change. 0.18 for Francis. That is wide. That ute's got to have like a 1J or something in it, I reckon. Glenn in the Ford with a 1380 to Tim in the Holden with the Ford engine in it with a 1082.
Tim's actually first in the points.
Tim's first in the points.
Catching up to pretty quickly there. Tim will get the win with a 10.91 on a 10.80.
25 in the Holden wagon. Mitch Bauer in the Ford with a 1280 dial in. See, Mitch is sitting a little bit out of the groove off the line there. Gets out to 114, that's Bauer. Jason, unless he's got some big top end charge, Bauer might be safe here. He most certainly.
We'll have Travis Greaves over here on the speed flow lane done at 11.83. Jason over in the Rookie lane done at 11.00.
11.75. Because that guy cut a mean line and it was deadly on the dialing. So, but he's up against Stoodley. Jason might have something to say about that. I don't think it's going to matter. It's all superfluous because Jason will go through for 11.85 on 11.63. It looks like it looks very good, but it's got like a thingo louver, like a visor.
It looks like it's got a hat.
I have visor on my HT Holden. Look at it, it looks good. But it's fast, look at it. Got 123 in the top end as well, so let's go. 139 for that. I don't think his little turbo's going to have enough gas to be a big charger this time. And it will not, a 13.73 on a 13.13. Here we go, Mitch Bauer, Tim Morton. Tim with a 10.85, 12.85 to Mitch Bauer. A full 2 seconds chase for Tim Morton in the Barra-powered Tirana. Tirana up. Mitchell here and coming. Oh, he gets him 11.01 on a 10.85. So we're in the quick boys now. We are in old school radical. Jason Carpenter, Jason Stoodley, the battle of the Jasons. So 11.63 for Stoodley, 10.96 for Carpenter.
So whoever wins this is in the final.
So whoever wins this will be in the final. So it'll either be our ex-track champ or it'll be Mr. Carpenter trying to cutting a few good lights, and so is Jason. Both this will be a good race. Let's see if we can make the most of it against our ex-track champ. Stoodley, here comes the rod. He's on the brakes. He will get the win. Well done, Jason Carpenter. 11.00 on a 10.96.
We're about to see who's going to come up against Jason in the final. It will either be Ray Ross over here in Speak Lane done at a 13.13 or Tim Morton in the Rocket Lane done at a 10.82.
Well, if Tim gets bumped out, that'll be no track champions in the final. And will we say hey Charger? I don't know. Tim's got something to say. 10.82 for Morton, 13.13 for Ross.
Definitely so with you blue car in the final.
There'll definitely be a blue car in the final.
I was so happy when I was doing that on the weekend.
Oh, what? There's going to be blue cars?
I was like, oh, I reckon the red car's got to win, or I reckon the blue car's going to win.
Oh, Ray Ross. Ray He's going red in the blue car. This is terrible. Tim Morton doesn't mind. He says, I'm going to wind this barra up and I'm going to run a 10.92 and bring on Jason Carpenter. This is our final. A radical street. Tim Morton, Jason Carpenter. Big skid there from Jason. 10.96 dialing to Jason Carpenter. 10.92 to Tim Morton. The V8, the 6-cylinder. Choose your weapon, T.
Red or blue?
Red. There's nothing in the 6-cylinder or V8. It's absolutely nothing in between the dial-ins, so almost a heads-up race. This is going to be a ripper, absolute ripper. Oh, Tim, something's gone wrong with the car. Jason, oh, it's gone loose. Jason's on the brakes, says, I'm saving this, I'm not going under. 11.31 on a 10.96. I think that might actually be, would that be Jason's, one of Jason's, might be his first win for the season.
Look at that, that's the street series there, look at that. First place, towing back second place. Let me get a photo of that. That is beautiful, look, come on. As if it's not terrible enough you lost.